Hi everyone, welcome back. Now in today's video we're going to be doing the preparation work so I can access and work on the staircase. Yep, after a long weekend to the UK visiting family and sightseeing, we're now back in the cottage and we are cracking on. So yes, finally the time has come to work on stairs. A few bricks to move, a little bit of sand, nothing too much. This corner has kind of become sort of redundant because I was using the ladders the other side. But yeah, I think we're at the stage now where the floor is all laid. There's a little bit of pointing to do here and there, but other than that, it's pretty much finished. So yeah, let's get this accessible, usable and safe. But of course, a tidy up first. No change there. That's got some weight to it. Just going to move these out to the barn where I store all the materials, but these will get used in a future project because I absolutely love the look, the handmade quality. These fantastic half bricks. I've got these off Ryan as well. He was very kind to donate them to my project. He no longer needed them. So yeah, thanks very much Ryan, much appreciated. Very important to surround yourself with good people when you're doing a project, you know, help each other out. That's what it's all about. A nice community. Now I've been very fortunate to work on some big projects where I've been able to sort of clear away materials that are no longer needed to them. Like when I was working at the convent, Billy donated me lots of terracotta tiles, doors, timbers, beams, and yeah, it really did help me get mine off the ground. Considering how much materials have gone up over the recent years, it really does impact our ability really as YouTubers to keep the standards the same, the costs down and the projects on track. So that does become, you know, rather difficult to balance actually. But yeah, where there's a will there's a way. So I really do, especially second-hand recycle items, treasure these, not just for the money that it saves but for the authentic look. Oh, some birds. The authentic look that it gives your project. You know, it can't be imitated as such. If you lay them and use them in their original way that they would have been laid down, you're almost there with it, you know. I'm not trying to create, you know, a replica of anything. I'm just trying to do it the best of my abilities with what I've got and, you know, retain its character. So far, I think I've pretty much achieved that, yeah, on a very good budget really. But sometimes, you know, it does come with its drawbacks. You have to store lots of materials, you don't always have time. Well, let's put these to one side. They've done their job, but they certainly are not ideal. Now these tiles here, this was underneath the floor in a convent, buried by clay and countless amounts of material on top. But look, they're hundreds of years old. Once cleaned up, they're going to look fantastic. So yeah, I mean, look at these little detailed tiles. Went to a brocante, found a big box of those, all different types and styles. I thought, you know, they'll come in handy with the project, and had them for a little while. And yeah, I've put them to good use in here, and it just breaks up a floor area. It puts your own stamp on it. You get creative, and I find, you know, going out and searching for these items really Nice is the only word. Lovely, you know, whatever you want to call it. To get out there, you know, have a look round, meet people, find a bargain, get something authentic, come back, share it with everyone, and just show you that, you know, you haven't got to be so rigid in your design. You can have a bit of fun with it, be a bit artistic, keeps the cost down as well. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, you end up with a better product. I mean, just standing on some of these stones here, most of these were outside in the garden, spread around, most of them under dirt in piles of rubble. Yeah, it takes a lot of work to clean them up, move them, shape them. And yeah, the floor isn't dead level. I understand that. That's just something you have to take on board. But I've put all the materials to good use. You know, if you haven't got them lying in your garden, search the free heads. There's always people wanting to get rid of stone and stuff like that. I'll search it myself, you know, and you can go and clear a site for someone, pick up stuff that they don't want, you know, good timber, might have nails in it, denail it, bit of time, but you save money. And I think, yeah, a lot of the older materials are much better quality than what's produced nowadays. So yeah, this is taking shape now. It would be so nice to walk up those stairs once and for all. It's going to take a little bit of work, a little bit of planning, and that's what the journey is all about. You know, this stone here, picked this up, just a random stone, but it had 12, you know, carved into it. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to buy that and put it in here. Doesn't particularly mean anything, it just means someone over the years has carved number 12 in there. Could it be for stables or something like that? We'll never really know. It just adds a little bit of intrigue, and it was only a couple of euros. Okay, so this is the base of the stairs, and up we go. It does look a little bit steeper than what it actually is, but there were so many constraints I had to deal with. Head height with that timber there, going up on the next landing, the pitch of the roof coming in. So yeah, it took a lot of planning, but I've eventually got there. Also, this decorative knee brace there, I've had that well over 20 years, you know, knocking about, moving it every time we went to a different place. And I thought sooner or later I'm going to find just the spot for that, and yeah, I have, just there. This post here from the convent would have initially had plaster on it, and it's been removed, and you're just left with that. Little pockets, just character. Now, if money was no object, I may have gone for oak, stringers and treads. I've gone with the pine. I've got the pine cladding, and what I'll probably do is paint that all in the same, if not the same colour, the same colour palette, whether it be light or slightly darker, just to keep it in keeping really with the rest of the stuff. I don't mind if it wears back. I think that looks quite nice. You know, you get natural tread wear going up and down the stairs. Yeah, we've got some cladding to go on here as well, pine cladding on that wall. Let's just check on the weather. There's always a rain cloud somewhere, isn't there, up in the sky? Oh, that was the other item I wanted to share with you. I've had this for years. It's wrought iron, fantastic quality, really, really old. Now initially I was going to use it as like a footbar around the fireplace area, but then as I started working on and thinking about the stairs, I thought, what a great handrail, you know, on one of these posts. Not quite sure yet. Let's have a play about with this. Okay, so we approach through the door. We want to start going up. Does it go that side? There. We go with it that side. Could be an option that side, and then as we go up there'll be possibly a handrail this side or both that side. I think if I have it here, it kind of closes this area down a bit, doesn't it? This is much wider here. And you can kind of still hold on to it as you get to this point and then onto there. What do we think? So I do need to purchase the treads. Just have a quick measure up what I need. Now, what I'm keen to have on this particular staircase is open tread. That means there won't be any risers closing off the back section here, let light come through. But in doing that, you must ensure that you get the correct thickness treads. Now, I'm going to go for a really thick tread, so there's no problem with it flexing or not being strong enough. Okay, let's see what I'll come back with. See you in a moment. Well, I've got some really good thick planking for those treads. 225 wide, 35mm thick, so that really should do the job. Okay, I'm going to call it a day on this video. It looks like it's going to pour down. I'm going to get the timbers into the barn, and I'll see you all in the next one tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.